People often ask me how I ended up at the Illinois Policy Institute, why I fight for liberty, why I fight for freedom. Well, my answer is pretty easy. Both of my parents came to America during very tough times for them. My dad escaped from Poland in 1952. He got away from communism, from Stalin, and finally ended up in America. My mother left Ecuador when she was 18, looking for opportunity as well. They both met in Chicago, and I'm the product of my parents. And what was beautiful about them is that they always valued what America is about, the freedom and the opportunities that were created for them. And so as I became an adult, I went out and sought where they came from. I lived for 9 years in Poland. I lived for a few years in Mexico. And of course, I've gotten to see my mother's country of Ecuador. And what I've seen there are just phenomenal stories about people struggling to make ends meet in countries that for some periods of time have forgotten what individual liberty means. And when I was in Poland my last 9 years there, it was amazing to me to see, after the wall had come down, how people and the government were fighting to get the government off of people's back and give people back their freedoms and their individual liberties that they had before communism. And so when I think about my time here at the Illinois Policy Institute, when I think about my work for freedom and liberty, I think about my parents. I think about my dad as a young kid struggling in communist Poland, getting shot and finally escaping. And I think about my mom and the conditions that are in Ecuador and that she had to endure as a young kid. I fight for those freedoms that we have here. I fight for the people who want to be here, who look for those liberties, and I owe it to my children and to all those people who want a better America.